Well, I warned you all it was coming. We've had the Porsche for a couple of weeks now, and it's finally time for its first proper modification. Sort of. What's behind the door? Alright.
It's a good job you're an idiot t-shirt hasn't come yet.
How cool does that look?
I mean, it's quite light, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. So what we've got is, effectively, this is the box here. So it's the Sea Sucker monkey bars, and because obviously the Porsche doesn't have any room for, effectively, roof racks. But if you watch the vlogs from Jon Olsen and Daily Driven Exotics...
Also, did you watch Top Gear?
I did, but I don't think they had these on. But they've put these on a Lamborghini, so I'm thinking if they put a Lamborghini, then it's going to be alright for this. I've just taken the kind of holders off there, and we'll put it... Should we take this off as well?
Yeah.
This is a protected bit, which... I've had to leave this on for the video, but I don't know why. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Right. Oh, I do need to give the car a bit of a wipe first, make sure it's clean. It has rained overnight. Apparently water does do this good as well, so... There we go. I'm now covered in water. And you're going to work, aren't you? So you're leaving me to... So we're going to put it on. It is a two-man job to put it on, but Laura's going to leave me to do the first drive, which I'm a little bit nervous about, to be honest. But I take the
Have you tried to put golf clubs in it?
Yeah, golf clubs fit.
Oh, okay.
Locked. So we need to put these on the corners. So now we apply pressure to them and keep pumping there until the orange bit disappears, and that suction valve is then activated. And I was a little bit sceptical about these, but the reviews have all been absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to go through why we're doing this eventually. And what we've got to do is make sure we stay away from these creases here, because that would end in disaster, I think. So, tell you what I think.
I've done a good job.
Like, look at that now. That's going absolutely nowhere. We hope. I feel we've done a really good job of that being even as well. Ooh, a little bit. So, maiden voyage. And there'll be so many people commenting, you shouldn't do that, it's ridiculous, it looks stupid. I really don't care, because for me, I think it looks really, really cool, and it's now made it a practical Porsche for golf clubs in there.
Have you heard him whining?
Yeah. Right, you're going to work?
Yes.
Have a lovely day. I'm gonna...
Some of us have other jobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some work as well with that. Yeah. Why not? Right, it's on. I'm a little bit nervous for this, not gonna lie. Let's go. Do get a lot of looks. Oh, lovely lady. But the big thing for me is to see how does it affect how the car drives. So obviously a Cayman GTS is designed to be driven quite sportily, it's designed to be driven, not nicely, but in a way that you can throw it into corners a little bit. Obviously it's going to affect the aerodynamics, it's going to affect the weight of the car. Distribution wise, it's obviously over the roof, it's over the middle of the car, and the engine's mid-engine as well, so it shouldn't affect, I don't know, it shouldn't affect it too much. I would have loved to have got a more sleeker, slimline box, but we'll go into that a little bit later on in the video. Basically, a little bit too expensive for my liking, and you can probably tell that I'm a little bit, but for me, the more miles you do with this on, I imagine the more trust you get. It does work on the suction cut through the vacuum cut basis. The guys at CSUC will kill me for calling it a suction cut. This isn't a sponsored video. I had to buy this. I haven't even spoken to the guys. If they want to use it for a bit of a video, then they can do, because it'll help us get this channel out there a little bit more. And I don't see, like, to be honest, we'll just get down to the main road now and going over speed bumps and stuff. That's where I'm thinking, oh, is it going to come loose? Is it going to wedge loose? I can't see how it can. Like, I've done everything that it said. I've kind of used a moist roof. You can moisten the vacuum cups. You can keep pressing the orange things in until they're gone. They're all gone. They're all on. Slight bit worried maybe about what it might do to the roof if you go too firm on it, if you put too much weight on it. Will it warp the roof a little bit? Obviously the roof of a car is designed to kind of just have a little bit of movement in it, isn't it? So we've got it on all 4 corners, so that's the strongest part of the car, which is where the guys at Seasucker decided to have it. And this was initially designed for cyclists, so I'm going to put some pictures on screen now of like some really cool cars with bikes on the back and bikes on the roof. And I think Tesla is a big customer for them now, because Teslas don't, I think I'm right in saying, don't have the holes for the roof bars, and you can imagine a lot of Tesla customers do want to be able to take a bike somewhere because it's going to be their daily car. Now my X4 as well doesn't have roof bar accessories. You can't put a roof rack on an X4, which I get people who, we're going to go into all this as well, I get people who don't necessarily think this is right, but on an X4, which is an SUV, it's not got the world's biggest boot, it's got a decent sized boot, but for a family car you'd think that you'd be able to put a roof box on that, and you can't. So we can actually use this on there as well if we're going some proper long trips with friends. Last year I went up to Scotland with Foxy and Amy, and a roof box would have been absolutely ideal. We literally had stuff all over the place in the car, so that would have been pretty handy to have. What are you doing? Interesting road users today. Well, very interesting, because there's some idiot with a Porsche with a roof box on. But I don't understand how this works. Obviously it's a vacuum cup, it's not like a GoPro suction cup, which is such using in the car here. It's the same kind of idea with how they put windows into skyscrapers and big buildings, so it should be safe enough. And I imagine at the moment I've got a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of anxiety about it, but all the reviews are really, really good. I've seen these on Lamborghinis, I've seen them on Ferraris, I've seen them on even like the new Land Rover Velar that hasn't got the roof bars in. So I think we're just going to put our trust in it, and you can probably tell that I'm a little bit like, you can't, oh, phone's ringing.
Where are you now? Grab it and then just bring it down to,
yeah. Can I just close it?
Right. Yeah.
Alright, see you in a minute.
Alright, bye.
Just forgot a laptop, but that does give us a job to do. And you see, I've not put anything in it yet today because I wanted to just get my bearings with it, get used to driving with it on. And you know what? The whole point behind it is to have a car that I really, really wanted. A Porsche, this for me is kind of my dream car, as you saw in the collection video. But I wanted to make it usable. I wanted to make it be able to drive it wherever I want. And obviously with Chris, we've got the new series coming up, which is going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to drive around the UK with this bad boy on, with golf clubs in. I have checked weight measurements, I have checked the weight that the bars can take, I've checked the weight that the box can take. I've obviously taken the box off the weight the bars can take. So the box weighs 17.5 kilograms by itself, which is why it took both of us to put it on. And I've also checked the weight the car can take. So Chris is going to have to lose a few pounds to get in, but if he brings 5 clubs and a pencil bag, then he should be okay. Driving with it on, it doesn't. Oh, fellow roof box owner there. Do you wave? I don't know. I think do we wave with that? I don't really know. But driving with it on, so far I can't tell a difference. I can't feel. Doesn't feel different to handle. I'm definitely going to be checking those little orange plugs every time I stop essentially. And I don't think I'm going to leave it on overnight. I have got a lock that comes with it, so you lock it kind of through the window of the car kind of thing. Price wise for these things, the box cost about £400, which isn't bad. I did want a lower profile one. You probably tell it's a sporty looking one. It's not like a proper grandad box, it's getting there, but it's not so this is the Fuel XT for anyone who knows roof boxes. Can't believe how much I know about roof boxes now as well, by the way. Who knew? But there's that's the Fuel XT medium, so it's 175 centimeters long. Obviously for golf clubs, I only really needed it 150. But then if you wanted one that's more sleeker, more sporty, more low profile, you're talking £1,200, £1,300 for the Fuel Vector, they call it. No, absolutely not. No, I'm not paying that much for it. I know it would look a little bit better, it might make the car handle a little bit better, but with cargo on top like this, you just can't drive fast. I mean, I don't drive fast anyway, as you all know. but I think the limit for the box is 130 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles an hour, but it's not very fast. And the limit for the roof bars, which is the main worrying point, isn't it, or the main point, the limit for that is, I think they say don't go over 90. I have watched the videos on Driven Daily Exotics, and I'm like glued to that channel now. I don't know why, but I do know why, it's awesome. But he did 170 miles an hour and it came off, essentially. I won't be doing 100, I don't think it even does 170 miles an hour. And it wasn't the bars, it wasn't the suction cups that came off, it was the actual roof box just collapsed in. You can imagine 170 miles an hour, they're not designed to do that, are they? That was a mega low profile one as well. So we're not going to be pushing it with speed with this on, that's not the idea. And I hear, the comments are going to be so funny. And guys, if you don't like it, if you don't like the look of it, by all means, get in the comments and let me know, because that's exactly the idea. Because, and I always try to take you guys through the kind of fourth wall. I say it almost every video on this channel. And the idea for me is that, yes, some people will love it. Some people think, oh, that's so cool, that's so different, that's it. That's like, I'd love to do that. That's exactly my thoughts. That's what I want to do. I want to do something different. I want to travel to amazing golf courses with my best mate or one of my best mates with my golf clubs on the roof of a Porsche. Luckily enough, we're going to be doing that this year. What are you doing there? But then also, I want people who don't like it to talk about it. Talk about it. Tell me that I look stupid. Tell me that you don't agree with it. Tell me that it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life and it should not be done. The comments were fantastic when we said we were going to be doing it, but people are talking about it. And to break that kind of internet searchability, you've got to do something different. I could have got a Volvo Estate, a Volvo XC whatever, I don't know precisely what they are. I could have got a Volvo Estate, me and Chris could have driven around playing golf courses, and we could have got the series sponsored like we have them from the guys at Golf Catcher. But who cares about touring around in a Volvo Estate? You're not going to split opinion, you're still going to get people calling you boring, you're going to get people talking to you that you shouldn't really have bothered, but no one's going to love it. No one's going to think, wow, that's awesome. And I dare say that some of the people who think this is wrong, think the whole roof box idea is a joke and stupid, will still watch anyway out of interest. And that is my point. That's what I'm expecting to happen, because I've done, well, I obviously research what to do online and research how to get people's interest and hold people's interest as well, because that's how you do build a business and build a brand online. Sorry to go like all business on you there, but for me it makes sense, and for me it's something which I've always thought's cool. I've watched, like I said, I have watched Jon Olsen, I've watched Daily Driven Exotics, I've watched Sam from Seeing Through Glass. He toured around the world in a Carrera T with a roof box on. Fair enough, there weren't suction cups on, that actually had roof bar holes to go in, but I think it's cool, I think it's really, really fun, and I cannot wait to go and play golf with it on. Right, so that is a bit of a first drive with, hopefully is still on. I left the key in there, please don't lock, yes. But hopefully, that's a good reminder. Can I get it out? Remove the key. There we go. So, we'll have a quick check, and again, this is literally just for my own peace of mind. That's still there, that's not lost any, that one's not lost any. It's all still on. We've still got the GoPro on. That's overheated actually, so I'm hoping that no, we've done a time lapse of the whole thing, so hopefully that'll look okay. It probably won't. The car needs a clean, but apart from that, we're still on, and I think that looks cool. I don't care what anyone else says. And to give a little bit of kind of feedback on it, and we'll even put that kind of look at the different angles as well. Like, for me, you know what, I absolutely love it. And with it sat there in the background, why? I guess it comes down to not letting other people's opinion spoil your fun or spoil my fun. I'm not going to let someone, a friend or someone who I've never met, say, you shouldn't do that, it looks ridiculous, everyone's talking about you and it's rubbish. Cool. Like, if you want to do something, guys, go out and do it. This is exactly, I've wanted to do something like this for a long time, and luckily enough now I'm trying to tie it in with work, and I am tying it in with work, and I think it looks so cool. I might potentially look at a flatter one maybe, but the thing is, to get all the golf clubs and stuff in, you probably because golf clubs are going to be about there, aren't they? Maybe. So I bet that's probably the perfect one, in fairness. But guys, I really hope you have enjoyed that. That is what I think is potentially the most ridiculous modification you will ever see to a Porsche. So hopefully this video's got out there to lots of people. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the different camera angles that Laura's helped with on her way to work and things like that. Guys, thank you so much. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. There is, I'm not clothing off, but there is some merch somewhere available there. So if you want to check that out, check it out. And apart from that, guys, thank you ever so much for all your support on this channel. And we very much look forward to seeing you all soon. Is that a stone chip on there? No, we're okay. Bye.